I'm at Trinity Academy for this week's High School Female Athlete of the Week, presented by Distinct Inc. and Great Clips. This week it is senior Liberty Lewis, who had a great career achievement last week while being a part of the CPL tournament. She ended up throwing 43 Ks last week, which is pretty impressive. And with those 43 Ks, she is now over 300 strikeouts in her high school career. Liberty, let's start with that. 300 Ks.
Yeah.
In a high school career. What an incredible accomplishment. How neat was it to be able to do something like that since it was the start of the season as well? How neat was it last week?
Just being able to get over that milestone so quickly in the season, just like relieve some pressure, just if I had any pressure going into the season of trying to reach that goal. Just having my team behind my back and being able to, like, them being able to support me throughout the whole time and being as happy I was the day of. So it was really nice.
How did you go about celebrating? Was there anything in particular? I saw the picture of 300 made out in softballs, so I saw that. How else did you celebrate the career achievement last week?
Well, I went into the game knowing I had about 9, 10 strikeouts left. So it wasn't the goal of trying to throw strikeouts either. It's just getting outs, and though if strikeouts will come, but just counting down the strikeouts in my head was low-key what I did. But just my team knowing too, just help relieve pressure too. So it's really nice.
Everyone backing you up and everything like that. Oh, she's down to one more to go. So that's a cool experience. And as you brought it up, to be able to experience it with the team, how special is that to have this type of team off to a 4-0 start? Trinity Academy's gone to state the last 2 years, so there's been a lot of fun that's been happening here at Trinity Academy.
Well, this year seems a little different than last year.
Sure.
We may have the same level of competition or skill-wise people on the team, but this year I feel like our team is more filled with joy. So being able to play is a lot more fun, and just having that joy on the field too just helps everything.
Yeah. As you brought up, you don't go into an outing thinking you're going to go out there and strike out 10 individuals in the game. Sometimes it just happens. What allowed you to be so on last week, to get a lot of punch outs? You go in there with the idea of just, if I get a ground out, get a ground out, but you ended up with so many Ks. What led to your success last week?
Well, just relying on my hard work throughout the summer, throughout the spring, just also coming off of, injuries and stuff, just making sure that I can do what I can do to help the team on just how I can be able to be.
Sure. And then you also batted 500 last week in the CPL. So as a pitcher who's trying to strike out, get as many outs as possible, how good does it feel to also start off like that at the plate? I know it's not exactly something that if you had to rank the two, hitting, pitching, I'm sure pitching is a little bit more enjoyable, but to be able to start 500 like that, how awesome is that as well?
Well, I just want to do what I can on both sides of the field. In order to win games, you have to have runs, but you have to have really solid defense. So as being a pitcher, defense is my main priority, but being able to allow runs and being able to help on that side of the field just really helps.
You brought up all the work that you did in the offseason. What were some of the things that you were trying to do to improve on your game to be a better softball player at Trinity Academy?
I worked a lot on my mental toughness, being able to, just in those tough games, being able to stay in it, and just correcting my mechanics and stuff, just helping that throughout the whole season, and just being able to go into the season stronger than I ever have. So,
what's your arsenal? Rise ball, east-west, screwball? What are some of the things that you rely on when it comes to pitching? I love asking this question as someone who does softball games and broadcasting. I've learned so much now where it's not just, oh, yeah, I'm going to go 60, 65 miles per hour and just blow it by you. It's more so, no, I'm going to go east-west. I'm going to hit you with a screw. I'll hit you with a change-up. There's a little bit more to it than that. So what's your favorite pitch? What do you really rely on when it comes to your pitching arsenal?
Well, my favorite thing is to get in a batter's head. So I love doing, just throwing some off speed, and all my different pitches are different speeds. So just being able to have that speed change is very important to how you throw to a batter.
So off speed, that's more so
my drop ball and changeup. Yeah.
Drop ball and changeup.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And when you do the drop ball and changeup, and then when you hit them with the fastball, then too, right, or a rise ball, it just caught off guard, right? So no wonder why you have over 300 strikeouts in your career. That makes a whole lot of sense. You've started off so well, 4-0, to be able to win the CPL. that's a heck of a start to open up 2026. As you look forward to the rest of the season, what are the expectations for Trinity Academy this year?
I say we have some pretty high expectations for how we're going to play, but in the end, we're just playing for the glory of God. So He has everything lined out for what He wants us to do and what we think we should do, but in the end, it's just Him. So I'd say being able to play as a team is the biggest goal, and just personal ideas and gains are out the window. Just playing for the team and for God, not just for ourselves. So
Great answer. I like it. The last couple of years, you've got a taste of state. I'm sure you want to make a pretty deep run here for 2026. What was the experience like the last 2 years, though, to be able to get that taste when you were a sophomore? Junior year, it's all right, we've been here before, and now here you are in your senior campaign. What was it like the last couple of years at state, and how you go about making a deeper run this year?
Well, our upperclassmen, mainly our seniors, have been to state before, so we have that feeling. We have that experience that other teams may not have. I say in order to get to state this year, we have to get through our regional, which is pretty rough this year, but I think we can still do it. And being able to make state is the main goal, but just being able to do it as a team is very important. So
one step at a time. One step at a time. You are committed to Butler Community College. What sold you on becoming a Grizzly to go over there and play softball?
I just loved watching them, and having their team atmosphere just seems really nice, and being able to play at that high level, at the JUCO level, it just sounds really fun. So being able to get better before I go to a 4-year. So
yeah, that's a good way to look at it too. And Butler Community College has had a pretty good stretch of individuals who have gone on to do some pretty big things. I've seen them go and play at Wichita State, whether they're on the team or they're for another squad. So Butler Community College, not bad at all. When you're not throwing, doing softball, all those things, what do you like to do in your off time to try to unwind? As you brought up, you're trying to be better about the mental aspect, but in order to take care of that on the field, you probably also want to maybe unwind and just sort of, you know what, I got to let my brain rest a little bit. So what are some of the things that you find yourself doing when you're not doing schoolwork, when you're not doing softball, all that stuff?
I love hanging out with my friends. That's a major thing. But I also, in my off time, I like watching baseball more than I do softball. So I like watching baseball a lot, even though it's a slower pace, so it also unwinds the brain. But yeah.
All right, well, now I got to ask, baseball, college baseball, are we talking Major League Baseball?
Major League.
Major League.
All the way.
Who are you locked into when it comes to Major League Baseball?
St. Louis Cardinals. I'm a Cardinals fan.
Well, I'm sorry. It's been rough the last couple of years as a Cardinals fan.
Yeah, it has. But
Royals fan right here. So there's a little bit of rivalry right here. But what do you learn, I guess, while watching Major League Baseball and watching what the pitchers are able to do? It's not apples to apples when it comes to softball and baseball, but surely you probably pick up on a few things while watching them.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing going at hitters as from a pitcher's aspect. You still have to have the same mentality as a batter. It's just coming from a different angle and maybe a little faster. So
just a smidge faster. So Liberty, appreciate your time. Congratulations on reaching that career milestone, and best of luck to you the rest of the season.
Thank you.